How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another podcast on the DF&AP page, on the DF&AP group. So happy you guys are here with us. Alongside always, we have the beautiful Patty Grant from Florida.
Hello.
How you doing, Patty?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Another Thursday. Trying to hang on.
Another Thursday.
Doctor,
Hello there.
welcome back. How you doing?
I've been very well.
Good, good. Good to hear you're doing good. So we should start off with the breaking news that's been going down at Disneyland. Apparently, there was a fire on Main Street, right behind the Emporium and between Jungle Cruise and the backstage area, which is causing a bit of a closure down on Main Street. What we do know as of now is the fire has been put out. However, there are reports that the power is still out on Main Street. So with the fire, put out and power being out on Main Street, Main Street it's going to be closed for quite a bit until they figure out what happened, what caused the fire, and to get the power back on. But that's kind of scary, isn't it, guys?
It is very scary.
You
Yes,
would
my
yeah,
heart is still palpitating from it.
it's palpitating from it. um I've always been through, how would you say it, when I worked at Disney, I would go through different situations and stuff like that. And my biggest fear was there being a fire while I was working. But DFD has everything under control, and everything should be good. So, I mean, if you guys are in the parks, there is a thread right now posted on the actual page itself. If you guys could please post photos, I want to see. I want to see what's going on. I want to see the photos and videos and all that. All right. Well, that being said, welcome everybody to the podcast. That's something we usually don't start off with, of course. We usually start with breaking news because, we're never live when it happens. And, it just so happened to be there be a fire at Disneyland while we, go live. And yeah, here's the comment. We have
So funny.
Beaker over here starting the fire behind Adventureland. So, I think we're gonna blame Beaker on it, right? Is that what we're gonna do? We're gonna
That's
blame
hilarious.
we're gonna blame the Muppets. It's the Muppets that caused the fire on Main Street. So, good job, Beaker.
And revolt for not being there anymore.
Right
Or
there.
revolting.
They're upset because there's they have an attraction at Walt Disney World, but not an attraction in Disneyland Resort no more. So the Muppets are fighting back. But good thing is no one's harmed. That of course is reported of no one's hurt. So glad they took it out and glad everything's back to normal. So quite a bit of a show today. We're going to try to go a little bit fast today just because, it is Thursday and, there's not much update since we last talked to you guys. But for today's show, we're going to be talking about the Grad Night announcements. So there's some announcements out there that Grad Night, well, it's coming back to California Adventure. And we want to talk about the dates. That way and prepare yourself on what to do when you actually go to the park for Grad Night and witness the disaster of what Grad Night is. There's also a petition going along for Rise of the Resistance and how they should change the queue, and I think we should discuss that because, I mean, between you guys and I, they're not going to switch nothing, so just interesting to see that there's a petition out there for it. The Food and Wine Festival returns to California Adventure. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about some of the Walt Disney World updates. And, because every day Walt Disney World decides to change something or add something or do something different. So Patty Patty has our updates on that. And then my biggest question I'm going to ask everybody is, and you could actually answer this question now on the thread. Would you purchase DVC? For those who don't know what DVC is, Disney's Vacation Club, would you purchase it? Is it something you would be looking into if you had the money for it? I've asked a couple people. Some people say yes. Some people say no. People who have it say they love it. I have not heard one negative thing about it from people who have it. But from people that don't want it, it's not for everybody. And, we'll discuss that as well if it's worth it. Patty, I was going to ask you, do you have DVC?
No, I do not.
And Doctor, you don't have it, right?
No, I do not.
Okay. Well, that's something we're going to discuss. First of all, let's talk about the news bits. Really quick, as mentioned, as the podcast had started, there was a fire at the Disneyland Resort between the Emporium and the Jungle Cruise backstage area, also known as the back walkway for the fireworks and sometimes during the parades. That section there was a fire. It's been now can talk, right? Since then, it has been put out. So if the fire is taken out, but power still remains out on Main Street and remains closed to guests and cast members. So if you're at the parks or heading to the park, keep in mind that Main Street is closed. If you're looking to purchase something out of the Emporium or anywhere off of Main Street, keep in mind that the World of Disney does sell everything that the Emporium does. So if you were looking to buy something, just head over to the World of Disney and make your purchases there. Buckets, popcorn buckets are here. Brand new puckets. I can't talk today, can I? Puckets. It's
you're being efficient. You got to shorten the word. Popcorn buckets.
Wendy's laughing really hard in the back right now. So the puckets, the AP puckets, are for sale right now at the Disneyland Resort. You could purchase it and grab your refills for only, what is it, $2 or $1? $1. Thank you. The words behind me. The magical words that are behind me. $1 for refillable popcorn. Puckets. Can you guys hear her laughing in the background?
Yes.
Okay. She enjoys this. She knows my words get mixed up all the time, so she loves it. You are able to purchase the puckets, and you can get refills at the refills you're able to get at Fantasyland near the Fantasyland Theater, Main Street, USA at Town Square. At California Adventure, you're able to refill them at Buena Vista Street near Carthay Circle, Grizzly Peak near Soarin' Around the World, which Soarin' over California is returning to California Adventure. We'll get to that in a moment. Hollywoodland by the Hyperion Theater. For those who do not know what the Hyperion is, it is the Frozen show. And Pixar Pier near the Pixar Pal Around, which is also known as Mickey's Fun Wheel of Death. Now, you're able to purchase the buckets at the Refreshment Corner and Stage Door Cafe from park opening until park closing. And that will be available through February 6th through the 9th, which is today. And at California Adventure, you can get it at the Smoke Jumpers Grill, starting at 10:30 a.m. to the 9th as well, February.
Wait, they only have 2 days. You can buy it till
February
till
6th through the 9th.
Through the 9th.
Correct.
3 days.
Yes. Oh, and you can get buckets at the following locations as well. Sorry. Fantasyland, it's a Small World Promenade. Frontierland near the Mark Twain Riverboat. People in the chat are probably freaking out right now, like, wait, what? Main Street, USA at Central Plaza, Mickey's Toontown near Gadget's Go Coaster, New Orleans Square near the Haunted Mansion, and at Star Trader in Tomorrowland.
I'm still with the 3 days thing. 3 days.
I know, that's what I am confused about as well. Let me look into this as well. I'm reading off of Rosie's page, okay? Give me a second. That's how I get my information.
While you continue to read off of Rosie's page, also remember that at Animal Kingdom, they have the Simba popcorn bucket. And at Epcot, they have the red Skyliner popcorn bucket.
Ooh.
That's nice. Okay, so there was a typo on Rosie's page, so I just researched it myself. So it's actually till the 26th of 29th of March. 29th of March.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so 29th of March. You do need a valid AP to purchase it. There is limited purchases, so make sure when you go, you don't go buy 50 of them. So it is a limited purchase, and you do need your valid AP.
But you don't need an AP to buy a Simba or a Skyline or popcorn bucket.
Okay, there you
FYI.
go.
Just FYI.
It's because we won't get into it, but you know.
Because what?
No, nothing. Nothing.
Now, I'm not much of a popcorn bucket guy, but
bucket.
do the free refills
because
last also until March 29th?
It's not free refills. It's $1.
Or the dollar refills?
The bucket, right?
Bucket.
The bucket.
I would assume that it would last till the date, I would assume.
Yeah. Well, you would be surprised with Disneyland. Unlike Walt Disney World, stuff does last at Walt Disney World. When we get new merchandise here, it's gone within the hour, per se.
Right. People will not line up for a popcorn bucket.
No, Walt Disney World's different. Here at Disneyland,
we got things to do and ride, attractions to ride. And,
you have a whole city compared to us. For us, I myself included, if Disney would come out with like a limited edition, pencil, and it had like a Haunted Mansion topper on it, I guarantee, hundreds of people will show up to buy it, including myself, because we want it. So there's that. So continue going. Keep in mind that Disneyland does not have any parades until February 28th. So if you are expecting to see a nice little show or parade, I should say, you will not be seeing a parade at Disneyland until February 28th. Mixed Magic, however, is still going on every day. Enjoy Mickey Mouse's mixed music on Main Street. It's the Small World Plaza and New Orleans Square. Keep in mind, fireworks are only on weekends and holidays, and you can watch that daily at 8:30 p.m. Currently, Fantasmic is going on weekends and holidays only, so no Fantasmic during the week. If you head over to California Adventure, you'll find the Lunar New Year food booths. Those are going on from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Kind of like Festival of Holidays and the Food and Wine Festival, kind of a same setup. Hurry Home Lunar New Year Celebration is at 9 p.m. And then Mulan's New Year Procession is at 11:45 a.m., 1 p.m., 2:45 p.m., and then 4 p.m. And then also at the Paradise Garden Bandstand, they currently have a special showing of Melody of China. So a lot of nice music going on there. It's going to rain this weekend.
Lunar New Year stuff ends this weekend on Sunday?
Correct, yes. So if you want to check it out, this Sunday's the last day for all that. There is rain in the forecast this Sunday, so if you do head to the parks this weekend, keep taking an umbrella with you. And because rain at Disneyland's cool, but it gets flooded quickly. And for those who've been to Disneyland in the rain, not good.
Yes.
It's not good. It's not good.
Why?
I love it. What do you mean?
I
think it's great.
I love it too. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I'm there with my lightsaber umbrella. I'm there. But take good shoes.
Yes, that's a must.
Yeah.
Take good shoes because it gets pretty flooded in the area. Take extra socks as well.
Mm-hmm.
Bring a poncho.
Bring a poncho too, yeah, and then ride Splash Mountain like I do.
You can get a poncho for $3 at CVS and not have to pay for the $10 Disney ponchos if you're planning.
Get a poncho at CVS. Go meet Dr. Michael at Disneyland, and he'll put little 3 black dots on the back of it to make it look like Mickey's head, and there you go. Current refurbishments at Disneyland Park. Snow White Scary Adventures is currently closed. There is no exact opening date for that yet. The Mark Twain Riverboat is currently closed until today. It should reopen tomorrow. The Haunted Mansion is currently closed to its refurbishment. However, there is no opening date. We're looking at some time in the spring for Haunted Mansion to return back to its normal ghoulishness. Ghoulish.
Mm-hmm.
King Arthur's Carousel is also currently closed. There's no exact date for reopening on that. And then Chamorro Skyline Lounge is also closed until spring 2020. No exact timeline is known yet. So keep in mind that somewhat of Fantasyland is currently closed. If you do want to head over to Adventureland, Indiana Jones is going to go down for a very long time. How long? Not sure. But it's going to go down for a very long time. There is a big refurbishment coming up for Indiana Jones. So if you head over to the parks and you want to ride Indiana Jones Adventure, go ahead and do so now because it's going to be gone for quite a bit. Over at California Adventure side, the red car trolley is still not here. Many people are asking when the red car trolley is coming back, and there is no answer to that yet. So no singing kids on the trolley yet. For those who love the singing kids. Nothing there yet. Adventures Campus is scheduled to open during the summer. Also, if you plan on getting wet, Grizzly River Run is currently closed to the 13th of February. And then Rushing River Ralph Outfitters, which is the store right next door, it's currently closed as well. The Bakery Tour, if you want to get your free little sourdough breads, you can't right now until the 11th of February.
What?
Yeah, you can't get free bread right now. That sucks, huh?
Wow. That does. Somebody wants to know, when does Indy close?
There's no date yet for it, but it is scheduled this year in 2020. So it could be before summer. It could be in the summer. It could be tomorrow. We don't know. So if you're at the parks and you see Indiana Jones open and you love that ride or attraction, just jump on it. You know, get a little taste of it before it goes away for a bit. And then upcoming closures at California Adventure, nothing too big. Just Jesse's Critter Carousel. On the 24th, it shuts down for about a week. So.
Oh, just for a week. Okay, that's not
And
bad.
then the most surprising closure so far that we don't know when it's going to reopen. People were sad about this. There was a protest actually on Downtown Disney for this. Believe it or not. Jamba Juice is closed for refurbishments. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Doctor, did you know that?
I had no idea, but I am not crazy about Jamba Juice.
What?
It's a long story, but the short version is I dated a girl in college who worked at Jamba Juice and had Jamba Juice every day for a couple of months, and then that was it. I haven't had it since.
So it's pretty much more of a I knew my best friend's brother's neighbor's girlfriend, sister's cousin knew this guy who was best friends with that person who worked at Jamba Juice. That's pretty much what it was. But I don't know. You're forgiven. But if you're upset as much as I am about Michael not liking Jamba Juice, I'm going and tag him on the thread right now if we can send him messages. Also currently closed at Downtown Disney, and please don't ask if they're going to reopen it because we don't know. But of course, ESPN Zone is still closed. AMC has moved over to the Garden Walk, and the Rainforest Cafe is somewhere floating around in the air. So we have no idea when that's going to reopen. Also coming to Downtown Disney, for many of you who do not know, at the Disneyland Hotel, a new Disney Vacation Club tower is to be built beginning sometime in 2020. It will go in the area between Goofy's Kitchen and the Frontierland Tower. So if you do have a Disney Vacation Club membership, or whatever you call it, there is a hotel, or a tower coming just for you. They said the cost will be
just for you.
It's still a lot cheaper than the Star Wars Hotel. That's for sure.
That is for sure.
And I think that's it for the news bits. Yep. It's kind of a lot of news bits, huh?
Quick.
Yeah. Richard, it is the slowest Jamba Juice ever. I'm not going to lie. They do take forever to make your drinks there. I don't know why. But it is
Gabe, I believe you forgot the biggest news, which is that there's an event coming up on Sunday.
Oh, really? I did not know about this. Can you please explain?
In the rain, we're going to be having our Disney Times event starting at 11 o'clock by Monsters, Inc.
There you go. So for those who want to join us this Sunday at Disneyland Park, we blah, 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 blah. We will be having our Disney Times event, and it's kind of like a Valentine's Day, an official Disney day. We come to the park, hang out with us, we'll do some rides, we'll take some photos, we'll have a good time, meet new friends. We're going to be there at California Adventure having a good time. So if you're at the park, you have nothing to do at home, come join us, have fun. We'll be at the parks. It'll be a good time.
And it's not just a couples thing. If you're just by yourself, you can come and join us and meet people. There will be lots of people that aren't coupled up. So
yeah, or leave your wife or husband at home. Either or, you can leave people behind. It's fine. Like you can come however you want to come. So,
and I'll draw a Mickey on your poncho.
There you go. I'm gonna buy a bunch of like felt circles, like construction paper, I should say. And just like draw them into circles, cut them into circles, and give them to you, and with crazy glue, just like slap it on people's back. Well, there you go. Miguel just mentioned that Rainforest Cafe had a new side of a new thing opening up at our last visit. So it looks like something new is coming to the Rainforest Cafe. So that'd be pretty cool. You know what I always said? It has the ambiance for it, but it should be like an Indiana Jones type of restaurant.
Ooh, that is a great idea. I love that.
Right? As soon as you walk in, you walk down by sorry, he's like, "Welcome, my friends," and then you just go straight to your table. That'd be pretty cool. No.
Who are you asking? I mean, we have T-Rex, so I don't know. I mean,
well,
we have T-Rex and we have 2 rainforest cafes. So
look, Patty, look. We get it. Walt Disney World has better stuff, okay? I'm not complaining. I'm not. I love the fact that you could go, if one Rainforest Cafe is full, then by all means, go to the next one.
Go to the next one.
I like it. I'm not disagreeing with you, but just, don't rub it in our face.
Or if you're smart, you get the Landry's card, and then you're just in. You don't need a reservation. You just walk up and go.
The Landry's card?
Uh-huh.
I was about to cuss and say, what is that with a word in it, but what is that?
It's a card. You pay $25, and it is sort of like a VIP card. So
for $25?
But listen, you pay $25.
No, I'm not disagreeing with the price. The price that's cheap.
When you pay the $25 for your birthday, you'll get $25 off your next meal.
See, that's
so
not
you
bad.
you're getting the $25 back. Plus you're making $25 because it continued to give it to you every year.
Huh.
But it's not only at, it works at Rainforest, T-Rex, Yak and Yeti, Bubba Gumps, which is, at Universal, but it works at a lot of other.
Hey, Dr. Mike, look at her showing off all the restaurants she has in her Disney Springs and what we don't have.
Well, We don't have Bubba Gumps. Bubba Gumps is over at Universal. But we have Yak and Yeti, and so it works out very well because Yak and Yeti is very popular, Rainforest is very popular, and T-Rex is very popular. So you don't need a reservation. You just walk up there, you show them your card, and they sit you within 5 minutes.
That's pretty cool. See, it's $25. That's not bad though. But look at the comments. I'm actually liking all these ideas that are coming up. like King Louis would be welcoming the guest. Then Richard over here said Indiana Jones themed with Indian, and I can never say that word right.
Moroccan.
Every time I say it, it comes out like I'm saying more rocking type of thing. I don't know where the ing comes from, but it's always there. Jazz Kitchen. You know, I've never been to a Jazz Kitchen before.
What?
Yeah. Doc, have you been there?
Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen. Yes, it is delicious. It's my favorite restaurant, probably at Disney, downtown Disney.
I've actually walked. You know, of course, you know, everybody walks by there, but I've looked at it. I'm like, do I want to go and sit down and eat? Is the food good? Never caught my attention, but I guess I'll give it a try.
Actually, almost better than their lunch or dinner is if you go there on the weekends for brunch. Their brunch is fantastic.
Brunch, okay. I'm gonna check that out. All right, we're getting off topic. We always do this with food. All right. As mentioned before, or as mentioned before we start talking about the food at Downtown Disney, Grad Night. Grad Night is coming to the Disneyland Resort, and I know all of us love when Grad Night comes to town. Am I right? It's like the most magical time of the year.
It is.
Where all the kids come together and flip trash cans over. You could hear the jingle bells in the air.
To be young again.
To be young again, right? To flip trash cans over and mess up Gabriel's night by switching up the queue at Jungle Cruise and having guests walk in circles that take you nowhere.
Oh, wow.
And
that's a good one.
And I'm up there trying to figure out what is going on. But if you love Grad Night as much as I do, and of course everybody else who has an annual pass, these are the dates to head over to the Disneyland Resort and have a good time with the grads of 2020. Keep in mind that we do have a month and a half away to enjoy the park. Or I should say 2 months to enjoy the park before the kids show up. So if you guys want to write this down with your little notepad and a pencil. In May, you want to stay away from May 8th, 9th, 15th, 16th, 20th, 26th, 27th, 29th, and the 30th. Don't go. In June. Oh my God,
I was like, what?
In June, June 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and 6th, 10th, 12th, and 13th. Stay away. Not a good time at the Disneyland Resort when Grad Night comes to town. But no need to worry if you want to have a good time regardless. They will be at
Disney World.
Exactly. There you go. Just come to Disney World and go to Disney World, stand in line, and then just have a massive storm just downpour on you, and just have a good time.
Okay.
Yeah, I would.
Right?
Oh, I would. But
now, is Grad Night just at Disneyland or just at California Adventure or both?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. So Grad Night, so they'll be able to join both parks at Disneyland and California Adventure, and then it doesn't give me here an exact time when the mix-in is. I believe it's at 9 p.m. California Adventure will close the normal guests, and it will just be a Grad Night event for them. So after 9 p.m., it's just Grad Night at California Adventure. So if you're at Disneyland after 9 p.m., there should be no grads in the park flipping trash cans upside down. But yeah, they'll be able to. So they'll be able to head over to they'll be able to attend Disneyland at normal operating hours as well. So there you go. Should be fun for grads. Did you ever do grad night, Doctor?
I did not. I went to a small French high school in Los Angeles, and we didn't do any kind of grad night thing.
I think my grad night. My school was blacklisted from Disneyland.
Do you know why?
Yeah, but I'm not going to mention it here. It's a long story too. We just don't have time for it. Patty, for Florida, what do they do for grad night? Do they have a grad night at Walt Disney World?
We don't have grad night anymore. Nope.
Oh, really?
When I was in high school, they had grad night, but yeah, no, they don't have it anymore.
That sucks. See, for me, like for us here, like if you don't go to grad night at Disneyland, you end up going to grad night, I believe, at Knott's Berry Farm, or you're stuck at Six Flags here.
No, they have. It has. I'm assuming it has transferred from Disney to Universal because they do have grad night at Universal.
Oh, they have grad night here too at Universal.
Yeah,
which looks pretty cool and looks like a lot of fun. But yeah, it sucks that they took away your grad night from Walt Disney World.
No, it's not. Sorry.
All right.
You know, I was going to graduate high school, but now I'm just not going to graduate because I don't have a grad night in Florida to go to. So I'm dropping out.
You're dropping out now? All right.
That was 11th grade me.
That was... All right. We all love, for those who have written it, Rise of the Resistance, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I still haven't been on it yet because I don't want to wake up that early in the morning to ride an attraction.
Go stand in line?
Correct. People do it. You know, that's good. You're jumping on there. It's fun to be there at 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning in Hollywood Studios, but people aren't too happy about that, actually, believe it or not. And there's currently a petition going on about changing the queue or changing the line formation or the standby line for Rise of the Resistance, and people are signing petitions to change that. They want to make it into a normal queue. Now, I don't think it would work, to be honest, a normal queue. And going with Patty here for a great example. What is it? The Avatar attraction?
Flight of Passage.
Flight of Passage. It's been open for how long? 10 years now? 3 years?
3 years.
And what's the wait time every day for it? Like 3-4 hours? 5 hours?
180 plus.
180 plus.
Yeah.
That's a long wait time for an attraction that's been open for 3 years.
Yep.
And could you
that's the standby queue.
Could you imagine what the wait time would be for Rise to the Resistance without a virtual queue?
Yeah, it'd be
long.
Yeah.
10 hours.
Yeah.
People would be passing out in line, and no.
Like, I get it because I'm the person. I don't want to wake up at 3 a.m. to drive to Disneyland to wait in line for an attraction. I love Star Wars. I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt on right now. Don't get me wrong. I love Star Wars with a passion. But I won't be the person to stand in line for, to wake up at that early just to go ride an attraction. But I could also see why, people want to wake up and do it. But I don't think we should change the queue or the way it's set up, the virtual queue for it, because the virtual queue is actually working.
Right. The virtual queue is working. It's just one of those things. You're going to have to either get up early and go and try your luck. I mean, it's the fairest way for Disney to make it work.
And let's be honest.
Because
they could charge us for it.
Right, they could charge you for it. Or if you go do a standby line, people start lining up at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to get in line, right? But you who don't want to get up early, get there at 11 o'clock. By the time you get at 11 o'clock, the queue is probably going to be 6 hours long. And then you're going to be mad because you came all the way out there and the queue is 6 hours long.
So either way, you're still mad.
Right. So you're just going to have to, I mean, this is just the way it's going to be. And today, on Disney Parks blog, because they, open the Fast Pass for Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway, on the bottom, it says we will still be using virtual queue for Rise of the Resistance. I mean, it's in big, bold letters on the bottom.
So I do have one suggestion for an improvement I would make to the system to accommodate people like Gabe.
Well, yeah, you've been on it 10 times?
No, 3 times. Which is good. I'm taking a break now for a bit, letting other people ride. But if they, at 8 o'clock, opened up and maybe gave out 70% of the day's boarding passes, and then at 12 noon, they would have a second round where people who didn't get it at 8 o'clock would be eligible to try at 12. So if you came at 8, let's say, and you weren't able to get one of the 8 o'clock ones, you could try again at 12. If you got one at 8 o'clock, you would not be eligible to try again at 12. And that would allow people who got there a little bit later to have a chance. And, depending on how well the ride is running that day, they could give out more or less.
But that's the whole thing. How well the ride is running that day, how many people got in. You know what I'm saying? I get where everybody's coming from, but I mean, this to me is the fairest way. I mean, if you want to ride it, you're going to have to get up and get there early and hope and pray you get in.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like that idea too, where they would have, let's say, the morning portion of the attraction, like the morning boarding passes, and then an evening boarding pass type of thing, Maybe, that could work. And I could see that instead of making it into a full standby line, just do something like that.
Yeah, but then if you've got people in the morning who didn't get it on, and they'll be bogging down for the people that show up at 12. So you're still running into the same situation.
Let's just shut everything down. Just shut it all down.
Everybody stand in line. Just make everybody stand in line for 6-7 hours and see how long they like that. I mean, idea.
We should do it they should do it for one day. Just one day. One day.
And then everybody will be like, "Oh no, forget that." No, yeah. And they should do it in July.
Do it on the 4th of July weekend. That's what we should do.
When is the hottest there for you guys?
Let's do it the 4th of July weekend. 4th of July weekend, no virtual queue, all standby, no fast pass. Everybody, let's go.
Fans are turned off.
And the fans are turned off. Yeah. Nothing turned off. Even the AC in the attraction's off. Everything is just turned off. Mm-hmm. Let's just do it. And the water will they'll double the price, $10 per bottle.
You're right.
Which we're not that far from, but we can do it. So I mean I think we all agree is that standby sucks.
Yes, I very much like that. When you get the boarding pass, you can do whatever else you want in the park, and you're not wasting a ton of time standing in line.
Felipe says he'll get the popcorn for that. I mean, I would. To be honest with you, if I found out that Disneyland was going to get rid of the boarding pass and just do regular standby, I would wake up early, go to the park, but not get in line.
But here's the thing, okay? Where did the virtual queue boarding pass start?
I think it started for Galaxy's Edge, didn't it?
For Smuggler's Run over in your area, because it didn't start with us. Because remember, we were a free-for-all. Everybody just run.
I think ours was actually for the whole land, because I thought the land was going to be so crowded, you'd have to get a boarding group to be able to walk into the land.
So, because it worked out so well for that, they said, "Hey, let's do it for this." So y'all only have yourselves to blame.
Well,
because you made that work so well for them.
Well, let's be honest. Our boarding pass is a lot better than Hollywood Studios' boarding pass.
What? The one now?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean.
Because at Hollywood Studios, you do have to line up like the night before in order to get a boarding pass for the next day, kind of.
Well, you line up 3, 4, 5, 6. You're too late, I think.
What is that? Because not if you get there at 6, you're not going to be in the park before they open at 8 or 9.
Well, okay. So the little area has a maximum amount of people per the fire marshal. So once it gets that amount of people, they have to let everybody in. So they open the park.
Okay, right.
Kind of like what they did on opening day for Rise of the Resistance, where they opened Main Street up, but no one was going in.
Right. So what I don't understand, if you're there at 6, wouldn't you? And the park opens at 9, wouldn't you? If they're going to open the park early because the Esplanade or whatever your equivalent is too full, wouldn't that still, if you're there at 6, you get in by 8 o'clock maybe, and you have an hour to try to get your pass, until the park opens?
But because the fire hazard thing continues down in the Esplanade area and down Main Street, right? If there are, let's say, 300 or 400 people standing out there, they will open the park, and then if they have enough cast members, they'll open the virtual queue.
Oh, so they may open it at 6:30 just because it's so crowded.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. But then there are days maybe that it's not crowded and they wait till when it's supposed to be 8. Or they don't have the cast members or
so whatever. That sucks. So you could get a virtual queue. Well, not for the people who get it, but that sucks. You get a virtual queue before the park even opens.
Yeah.
And then people who are outside are just lucked out.
Yeah. That's why everybody gets there 4, 3, 4, 5. Because you just never know, because of the amount of people that are standing around in that such small area.
Yeah.
Just when they're gonna open the gate, let you in, and when they're gonna open the virtual queue. You just never know.
Yeah. Huh.
But ours, when they do open it, ours do last a little bit longer than yours. Like it was posted today that the virtual queue was closed at 8:45. So it was 45 minutes after the park opened.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
interesting.
But I think our virtual queue is a lot bigger than yours, because I've seen people have like 180, 160.
Yes, I think I've heard of ours going up to 140 maybe, but I don't think I've heard a higher number than that.
Yeah.
Well, overall, if there were to be a standby line one night for it, I would go to the parks, like Philippa said, get some popcorn, and not even get in line. Just sit by the entrance, sit down, and watch the madness happen, and just eat popcorn.
Right.
That's exactly, and probably live stream it. Probably live stream it on the group just to see, everybody could enjoy the madness.
You did. Hey, I got a bottle of water. You want a bottle of water? $5.
Oh, people would buy it in a heartbeat.
Right?
Oh,
I'll stand in line for you so you can go to the bathroom.
They come back and they're like, "Oh, thank you." I'm like, "Wait, who are you?" Like, I don't know who you are.
Right?
All right. So there's that. It's an exciting time at the Disneyland Resort, especially for those who love food and alcohol, of course. Spring is coming. Love is in the air. The birds are flying. The butterflies are flying somewhere. The people crowd in the gates of California Adventure. Feel that nice spring breeze as I head down Buena Vista Street into what the smells of food and wine. Ladies and gentlemen, the Food and Wine Festival is returning to California Adventure.
Woo, woo.
I don't know when it's happening for Florida, but it's coming back for California Adventure.
Our Food and Wine is in the fall.
Well, there you go. February 28th. It's this month, guys. It's this month. The Food and Wine Festival returns to California Adventure. Grab your friends, grab your neighbors, grab your dogs, your pets, your goldfish. Head over to California Adventure's Food and Wine Festival. Get that sip and savor pass and enjoy the wonderful food that they have. Grab some beer, grab some wine, and enjoy the 90-degree weather with humidity and the smell of beer spilled on the floor. Sounds like I should be a poet.
Yeah, poet?
Yes. Gabriel Allan Poe.
Gabriel Allan Poe. Here you go. That's going to be my new nickname. So yes, Food and Wine Festival returns to California Adventure February 28th through April 21st. Hey, Joseph. Everything you love about the Food and Wine Festival is returning. I love the Food and Wine Festival. It's a great time to go. Locations will be on Backstage Lot in Hollywoodland. Alongside, I can never get the name of it, but right next to Cars Land up to Paradise. What is it? Paradise Park now?
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I couldn't find the sneeze button. It's a great time. You could sample different foods from around the world. You could try different drinks, specialty drinks and stuff like that. Arts and crafts. There's celebrity chefs. There's a lot to do at the Food and Wine Festival. The kiosks are the best though, and everybody loves kiosks. And I have some food items that will be returning to California Adventure's Food and Wine Festival. If you're interested in hearing it.
I thought you said you were going to be returning food. I was like, you kept food from last year's Food and Wine Festival to return this year. Like, I did not like my Impossible Burger. I brought it back. I'd like a refund.
These tater tots have mold in it, and I don't like it. Coming back to California Adventure's Food and Wine Festival for the Food Festival Marketplace. We're going to be getting the avocado time. Do you guys remember the avocado time?
Yes.
Yeah. Avocado time. Cluck a Diddle Moo.
Ooh. Good one.
And we're going to be getting Nuts About Cheese back.
Boo. But I'm not nuts about cheese, so.
You know, Nuts About Cheese. I actually like Nuts About Cheese. Cluck a Diddle Moo was pretty good.
Yes, is that the one that has the Harris Ranch tenderloin beef? I think that's the one.
That's the one, yes.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. When are they going to get an In-N-Out kiosk?
Ooh, not even a kiosk. Just bring the In-N-Out truck. Just the In-N-Out truck. That would be pretty. That would be pretty good.
I would love a little tiny food and wine size double.
That'd be pretty good. Like for like $12.
Yes, $18.
$18, right? Also coming to California Adventures Food and Wine Festival, they're going to be the Bavarian Pretzels, meatball sandwiches. I think the Bavarian Pretzels are the big ones, right? The huge pretzels.
I'm as fond of pretzels as I am of popcorn, which is not very much.
Okay. You don't like Jamba Juice. You don't like popcorn. You don't like pretzels.
I like churros. I'm a churro guy.
Okay, well, you'll pass with the churro. For a limited time, Cocktails at Sonoma Terrace gives guests a chance to stir things up with an expanded menu that features mixed drinks and more available for purchase for the Food and Wine Festival. So if you do like hitting out to Sonoma Terrace, Sonoma Terrace, there's gonna be a special menu there, so you guys can check out as well. Like I said, the Food and Wine Festival never disappoints, and I would definitely be checking it out. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna do a video for it and live streams and showing off the food for those who want to know what the food looks like before our time. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find pictures and videos on the group.
I'm very excited about the pork belly banh mi. That is my favorite thing every year. I'm hoping they bring it back.
That and the tater tots. Those tater tots are delicious, and I love the tater tots. They're amazing. Patty! Did we lose Patty?
I think we put her into a food coma.
Patty's in a food coma? No, I think we lost Patty.
A manatee has come knocking at her door.
The manatee just came knocking.
Seeking shelter.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get Patty back on here. Because I have no idea what's going on in Florida, and Patty would be the only person to tell us what's going on with Florida.
I do have a quick question I should have asked a while back, but is there an AP corner for the Lunar New Year Festival?
That is a good question. I don't know because I have not gone since the new year.
Because I know you can do the make a wish and write your little wish on something and hang it up, but I've not seen anything about free buttons or things like that.
Kate, I will take a look and see if there is a petition for the petition link, I should say. I know it's somewhere around there. I'll look for it, and when we find it, we'll post it. Patty?
Gabe?
What happened?
I don't know.
You just disappeared.
No, there's a really bad storm coming, so I think my internet just was like, whoop, whoop.
It's one of those like 2-second storms that you guys have in Florida?
No, it's actually supposed to be really bad. We're under a tornado watch. So,
ooh.
Yeah, we have 50, 60 mile an hour winds going on. So, yeah. So
get out your kite.
Yeah, I had to close my hurricane shutters.
Yeah. Now, does every house come with hurricane shutters in Florida?
No. But if you're smart, you have hurricane shutters.
Is it is it expensive to get hurricane shutters? Is it like winter tires?
Hello.
Oh, here's Joseph.
Hello.
No,
Here's Joseph.
No, because if you buy hurricane shutters I mean, you just keep the hurricane shutters. You know what I'm saying? It's not like tires that you have to keep switching out, and after the tread wears off on the tire, then it's no good, right? With the shutter, shutters usually last the lifetime of the house or the owner when they want to, replace it for a better one.
Okay.
You know, some places, some of the newer builds, homes, like where my daughter lives, they don't even need hurricane shutters because. Hi. Because her windows are hurricane proof. So.
Okay.
So they have really, really thick windows. So.
Well, make sure your windows are closed then, Patty. Joseph!
Windows are closed.
Hi!
So you're leaving Disneyland right now, right?
Yeah, we just left Disneyland.
So what happened? You have news, you said. What's going on?
There was a fire.
Okay.
and then there's an AP preview for Onward as well.
So how was the preview?
The preview is cute. They show like the first, I don't know how, we're in the car with Jesse and Carla as well. They say it's about 10 minutes.
Hi, Jesse and Carla.
Oh, it wasn't the whole movie?
No.
Yeah, yes,
the
Doc.
guy kept saying like, first screening of Onward, and I was like, "You're not showing the whole movie, bro. You're promising it." I was getting mad at him.
Yes, Doc. They showed the movie took 10 minutes. That's how long the movie is for Onward.
I'd like a refund.
Right.
Did they have a giveaway, Joseph?
Yes, they did. It's a purple beanie with the little tag on the side that just says Disney's Onward. It's actually really cute.
Huh.
The
cool.
AP screening is tonight only from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. You've got like 1 hour. So go to Disneyland now. Go. You're an annual pass holder. Go.
Well, you could go, but be careful with the phone.
The
Also,
beanies are now available on eBay for $60 a piece.
Right.
which is not endorsed by us.
no, do not buy things off of eBay. Do not give Don't give the scalpers money, guys.
But I found a site that says if you buy 10 beanies, you get a free spork.
Ooh.
Is it the Galaxy's Edge
What?
spork?
I love the Galaxy Edge fork. And I love that you can mobile order it too.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah, we also got new buckets today. The mini AP bucket is out. It is $20, refillable until March. I don't have the exact date on me, but it's refillable until March.
We discussed it earlier. It's March 29th.
Okay, fine. I'm just trying to help you.
How were the lines to get it?
We went to the secret spot and we didn't wait that long in either line.
I think we mentioned the secret spot earlier, if I'm not mistaken.
Do not mention the secret spot.
Oh, okay.
I mentioned all the locations for it.
Now you're telling people my secrets. Fired, Gabe. Fired!
Hey, I'm fired. The whole thing shuts down.
No, Wendy will take over.
She comes with me.
We're gonna outvote you and bring Andre in.
Okay, yeah.
He said, "Okay, yeah." I'm gonna take over, and then it'll be Joseph fans and annual pass holders. Joseph fans, all Josephs.
I will start a Griffith Park fan club.
Jadaj. We'll have meetups every other week. That'd be horrible.
Yeah, I could see it. We're looking at Joseph's webcam, and his face just got really concerned when he said that.
Okay.
Really
Bye, Joseph.
Bye. Wait, where am I going?
You're hanging up. We have to get back on track.
Okay, fine.
Oh, wait, quick question. Was the power back on Main Street when you left?
The power was back on Main Street, but it was not in Frontierland. They still have cast members blocking off basically from Pirates. Yeah, like the Pirates overpass. They lead you through Frontierland, and half of Frontierland is still shut down as well. So Frontierland and Adventureland still shut down. You can't see anything, but there's power on Main Street. And then, yeah.
Excellent. Thank you.
There's your report from the park. I'll see y'all later.
Okay, bye.
Buy me pizza.
Bye.
All right, Pat. Well, that's our update from the parks. What's up with Florida, though?
Florida. Today, Smuggler's Run got a single rider line.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
It actually happened.
Yes. Hollywood Studios, Galaxy's Edge, Smuggler Run has a single rider line.
I wonder
And
why they waited this long.
I don't know. Do you guys have a single rider line?
What's that?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know why we waited this long. But,
Good.
I guess maybe because Fast Pass. Because they added the Fast Pass. So, I would assume that a standby line will be coming up next.
Wait, for Smuggler's Run, you still don't have a regular standby?
No.
Huh.
Oh. What do you have?
Well,
Just
no,
Fast Pass?
yeah, they do have standby.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, but now it's available on Fast Pass, beginning February 18th.
Okay.
So you can book Fast Pass, but you have to remember 30 days prior for AP holders and non-resort guests, 60 days prior for resort guests.
Yeesh.
So, yes. So today opened the Fast Pass for Minnie and Mickey's or Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And I went and looked at like 10 o'clock this morning, and they only have posted, because I'm an AP, obviously. So from the March 4th through the 7th is all I can book. It was all booked, gone.
Okay. Wow.
So I have to be one of those people that get up at 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow and try to book one.
When does it open?
March 4th.
Oh, exciting.
They're doing training now, cast training now. No word if they're going to do a pass holder or cast member preview. Probably not. Because it's so close.
Huh.
Yeah. And then today they announced that there are going to be reservations for the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser are going to be opening later this year. No date was given. And they released some artwork of the hotel, of what it's going to look like. Looks pretty cool. The resort still doesn't open until 2021, but they're going to start taking reservations sometime, I would assume in the summer. And then, we are doing the celebration of the 70th anniversary of Cinderella.
Nice.
So over at Disneyland Resort, there is the Cinderella Anniversary Tea at Steakhouse 55 at the Disneyland Hotel. It's beginning February 7th and goes until, I thought I saw March 29th. I thought it's what I saw, but I don't see it on here. And then there's three distinct tea parties: the classic, the premium, or the kids. And you have an afternoon filled with delightful bites, fantastic sips, fit for Disney's popular princess. And the afternoon tea occurs on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays from 12 to 3.
Okay, all right.
And everything is pretty cool. All the pictures look pretty cool. Everything is mostly blue. So that's that. And at Walt Disney World, we have, in honor of Cinderella, we have the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo cake that is available at Main Street Bakery at Magic Kingdom. It's a lemon-scented Bavarian mousse filled with blueberry compote on top of a citrus almond cake. We have the Cinderella soft serve, which is available at the Pineapple Lanai in the Polynesian. It is vanilla, it's blue vanilla with a white chocolate clock. We have the Cinderella cupcake that's at Kona Cafe, or not Kona Cafe, Kona Coffee.
Okay.
At the Polynesian. Over at and it's available at the Contemporary. And then the giant Cinderella cake pop coach is available at the Grand Floridian. Cinderella slipper cupcakes will be at Riverside and French Quarter.
Okay.
And the Gus cupcake is at All Stars. Then there's another glass slipper. It's going to be at Everything Pop, which is at Pop Century. And then the ganachery has looks like a paper carriage with chocolate, little square chocolates with the carriage on it.
Huh.
And then the Cinderella carriage mini dome cake over at Amoretti's.
See, it sounds like a lot of good food coming to Walt Disney World right now. And it's just make me want it.
Yeah, I know. And then we still have.
If you eat all of that,
right?
If you eat all of the food,
you're going to be blue.
Pumpkin at midnight.
You'll be blue. It's all blue. Everything is blue. You're going to be blue teeth and blue tongue and blue mouth and
blue toilet.
Blue. Yep. And refurbishment. Splash Mountain is still being refurbished. And of course, the Main Street Railway. We don't have no train at Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Kali River Rapids, and Primeval World is closed because that only opens once in a while. Test Track is still closed, and Muppet Vision 3D is going under refurbishment.
That's not good.
It's under refurbishment.
Yeah, so was ours.
Okay. Yeah, I know, but ours will open back up.
Promise?
Yes.
Okay.
And then at Epcot, everything is closed. No,
all right. And Epcot just closed. Epcot's not even open.
The Electric Umbrella, which is a quick service, that's closed. The Camera Center is closed. Starbucks is closed. Club Cool is closed. Innovations East and West is closed. Character Spot is closed. And the Fountain is closed.
How much is a ticket to Epcot?
So basically the gift shop is open?
Everything. No, Mouse Gears has moved to a temporary location, which is it's like half the size now. It's over in Future World. The Art of Disney, which is the you guys have the Art of Disney too. It has paintings and stuff like that. That's moved over to a temporary location in World Showcase in the America Adventure. You can meet Mickey at near the Disney Pixar short films. Minnie Mouse is at the World Showcase gazebo. Daisy Duck is in Future World East near the temporary Mouse Gear location. Joy is in the Imagination Pavilion. No Sadness anymore. It's just Joy. Baymax is gone. And the Pin Central is where the camera used to be. The Camera Center. So.
Huh.
I think Sadness got let go because her manager was like, you really don't have like that exuberant Disney spirit that we expect from our cast members. So,
Sadness.
Oh, poor Sadness. Poor Sadness.
How much is the ticket right now to Epcot?
What do you mean?
They pay you $20 if you'll go there.
It varies. You know that. Just like you guys. Depends on if it's peak or not peak or prime or what time you go or,
But it's not discounted at all because of all the closures?
No.
That sucks.
No.
Disney? Discount? What?
I know, right? What are you thinking of?
What was there a discount when they were refurbishing California Adventure? I don't remember. Do you?
I didn't go then.
You didn't go then, okay. Never mind.
I didn't go to California Adventure until just a few years ago.
Okay. Wait, okay, so it's like ours where all 4 theme parks are the same price no matter what.
Yeah.
So it's $109 to visit Epcot and the 2 attractions that are open.
There are more than 2 attractions. You have Soarin'.
Hey, Ruben.
You have Soarin'. You have Finding Nemo. You have Living with the Land. You have the Pixar short. You have Journey into Figment Imagination. You have Frozen. You have 3 Caballeros.
Okay. All right, so it's still good to go. No.
I mean, all our parks is a lot of walking anyways, regardless. It's just now with Epcot and all the walls that are up, it just makes it even harder to get around because, before you could just, go here, go there, and, they were relatively close to each other. Now they are not because of all the walls that are up. So you have to walk around the walls. So it's
all right. Well,
for me as an adult, the only thing, if I'm going to Epcot now, I'm just gonna go in the back way and I'm gonna go in to World Showcase, and I'm not gonna worry about Soarin' and all that other stuff because it's just there's too much construction going around over there, So and that's
Well.
So I would just go to World Showcase and do my thing and drink around the world.
Well, there we go then. All right.
I do have a follow-up to our last week's discussion of the train and the Tron construction.
Yes.
I watched a video that heavily suggests that there is actually sort of visible bits of the train track that will be going through the Tron attraction, like through a tunnel.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
So hopefully we don't have to worry about this one-way, back and forth dead end stuff.
Yes. Well, there you go. The train is coming back to the Walt Disney World Resort eventually.
Next year, when Tron opens.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't think they'll open the train now.
No, because you would have to go through the construction of Tron. So.
Does Tron go upside down? No.
Does anyone know? I don't think so. It's the same as the one in Shanghai. And I don't think that one goes upside down.
Do you have any rides in Disney World that go upside down?
No.
Dumbo.
Let me think about this. No.
That would be fun. The new Dumbo, where you could make your Dumbo go up and down, or you could just flip it, 360.
Do you guys have a ride that goes upside down?
Incredicoaster.
Incredicoaster.
Does it?
Yeah.
See, I haven't rode Incredicoaster yet.
Sometimes Guardians of the Galaxy.
Wait. We do. Rock and Roller Coaster.
Oh, that's right. You forget about that one.
I know. So yeah, we do.
All right.
But it'll be interesting because, Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be the first reverse launch roller coaster. So that'll be interesting.
Do we have a launch coaster? Okay. The launch coaster and the coaster that goes upside down, it's 2 in 1. So it's the Incredicoaster. Okay. Is anything else up with Florida, or that's it?
There's a lot of stuff going on here.
All right, we'll talk about it next weekend.
Wow. Just blow me off. No, there's a lot of rumors swirling. That's all. Just rumors.
Oh, we definitely want to talk about that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get to it next week because we're running out of time. Yeah, we're almost out of time. Quick updates, really quick. We all do know the coronavirus is hitting pretty hard in China and, of course, around Asia. Shanghai Disneyland still remains closed due to the coronavirus, and Hong Kong Disneyland. There's still no opening date scheduled for those 2 theme parks, but do keep in mind that Shanghai and Hong Kong Disneyland are still closed due to the coronavirus, and it doesn't look pretty good. Hello, Anne. It doesn't look pretty good for Shanghai and Hong Kong. It looks like Disney could be hit by a $280 million. Disney has warned that profits from its parks in China could drop by $280 million in the current quarter, due to shutdowns by the coronavirus and loss of businesses related to recent mass protests in Hong Kong. So it's not doing so well out there. Shanghai, it's operating income at the company Shanghai Park could drop by $135 million this quarter if the park remains closed for 2 months. So the park being closed, it's not helping Disney, Shanghai, and Hong Kong whatsoever. So hopefully, like we said, things do shape up and get better in Asia. And no one likes being sick. No one likes being sick. So, and for those, no one likes a closed Disney park. So we wish everybody the best out there, and hopefully things do get better. All right. So, really quick question for you and Doc. Would you purchase a DVC?
No.
Okay.
I would not. I would save my money for popcorn buckets, lightsabers, Star Wars Hotel, and T-shirts and pins and Legos, but that's separate.
We need to talk about that, by the way, next week. I want to talk to you about the Lego Brickmaster.
Oh yeah, it's great show. Everyone should watch Fox Wednesday nights at 9:00. Free plug.
Well, it is Disney, so we'll talk about it.
No. I guess because it's Fox. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Disney. Although, does Disney own Fox Television too?
I have no idea. We'll figure that out next week.
Next week, Lego Masters discussion.
Yeah, there you go. Patty, would you purchase DVC?
No.
Interesting. Why wouldn't you purchase it?
Because I stay too much.
Okay. Yeah, you mentioned that. I would buy it.
I mean, if you're only going once a year, then yeah. I mean, I don't see why not.
But do you go too much? Like, do you stay too much at the resort, or do you just, is it because you go to the parks too much?
Me?
Yeah.
Really? You have to ask this question? I've stayed on over here at Walt Disney World. I've stayed at every property except for 3.
Shanghai?
No, I haven't been to Shanghai, and I haven't been to Tokyo, and I haven't been to Paris. But I'm saying all the Disney resorts here in Florida, which there's 27 of them, I've been to every single one of them except for 3.
All right.
So if I'm a DVC, that makes no sense.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, because then you're running out of points.
I have to. Right, I would run out of points and still have to pay out of pocket anyways. But I mean, to do it with points, I would have to have like a million points. You know,
which would be very expensive.
Right, and with me, I'm one of these. Oh, look, that's a good price for the resort. Let's book it for 3 or 4 days. Oh, that's great. But with DVC, you can't do that. You have 11 months. So that's another reason why I don't do it.
Ruben says he would purchase DVC to stay at the new hotel at the park.
Your park?
I don't know. He just said at the park. So... I'm assuming
yes.
We're going to go with yes for
he probably means.
Well, I mean, that would make sense. You know, and if you only bought 50 points and you could get 2 nights for 50 points, then yeah, then I would do it.
Yeah. To answer our question, Felipe said, no, Disney doesn't own Fox Broadcasting. So there you go.
But they own ABC.
Yeah, there you go.
And also a little further up, and hello also from SoCal.
Yes, again, from SoCal. Yeah.
So, you would purchase DVC?
Yeah, I would purchase it. I'll probably do the same thing that Ruben does, is just stay at the new hotel in the park.
Yeah, but
aren't you paying $18,000 then to stay in a hotel? Like,
right, that you could book for 2 nights.
Look,
you could almost buy a Winnebago and park it in the parking lot for that.
Okay, first of all, who still owns a Winnebago?
A lot of people here in Florida do.
I haven't seen a Winnebago here in a long time.
And a lot of people over there can show you. Remember when I told you we stayed at the cabins and Natalie flipped the golf cart?
We're gonna mention that every single podcast, right? Where Natalie flipped the
golf cart.
She flipped the golf cart and she crashed the ECV into the river.
Right.
Okay.
But anyways, that's full of campers in Winnebagos.
I don't know. I don't see as much anymore. I don't see as much over here because they live in it. There you go.
Right.
Felipe says, as for the question of the day, probably not unless the one day I have the opportunity to fly to Orlando and visit Walt Disney World.
There you go. I think if they had the Star Wars hotel as part of it, that would.
Oh my!
Then I would be in.
Oh.
But can't you use points towards that?
No.
No.
Mm-mm. Remember, you have to use your points for either your home resort or another DVC resort. So if your home resort is Grand California and you want to stay at Disneyland, you can do that.
Well, that sucks.
I mean, it just has to be a DVC. Everything else they have to pay out of pocket for.
All right, hold on. Let me remove it off. Let me remove it from my cart. Hold on.
What, your DVC purchase?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it's.
If you get it through Amazon, you get 10% off and get it shipped to you the next day.
Right. And what's funny is, if you were to book a DVC, you're paying like 3 times as much, because the new Riviera over at Disney World, the rooms are $500 and $600 a night.
Okay, now I want to know if anybody knows the answer to this question. Can other timeshares book a Disney resort.
No. So you want to use your Hilton timeshare at Disney?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, why not?
Not using it to go to Hilton, that's for sure.
No. No. Why would they do that?
Is there a DVC in Las Vegas?
No.
Actually, I did speak to a DVC representative to get information for today's topic, and there is opportunities to stay. You could use your points to stay in Vegas. Yeah.
Adventures by Disney.
Correct.
Yes.
And there is one in Vegas.
But it's not a DVC.
It's not a DVC. Yes.
No, it's just a regular hotel.
Correct.
Yeah. But you can use DVC for Hawaii.
Yeah, but to get there and...
Right. I know.
Yeah.
See, that's the whole thing.
Unless the doctor is paying for all of our flights, then I'm all for it. But,
Or
once,
you can use
once my student loans are paid off, we'll go to Hawaii.
And how long do we have to wait for that?
Just 10 years.
10 more years. No, or you can use it for a cruise.
Can I just mention that Joseph and Ruben are having a heart and thumbs up battle? I don't know if you can see that. So no DVC. That's what we're saying.
Well, I mean, it just depends on the person.
Yes, I think for certain people it probably makes lots of sense.
It makes lots of sense. Right. If you can get a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom villa and you've got 10 people in there, well, I know they don't fit 10, but, theoretically.
You're not
I
supposed
know,
to say
theoretically.
that. Allegedly.
You could get, right. Then, yeah, for some people it works for them because they only go once or twice a year, that's their thing. That's their vacation for the year.
Huh.
And I'm also with the thing of if there's a kitchen in there, Robert's going to want me to cook.
Oh, you don't want that.
And no, I don't cook on vacation.
Well, congratulations to Joseph on winning the battle between Ruben and the thumbs up and the heart battle that they had going on the emoticons.
My God.
Yeah, Felipe, timeshares are a bit confusing unless you get one. I know my parents have one. Well, my dad now has one, I should say. My dad has a timeshare, so he, I don't understand it. He knows it, but I'm not too sure of timeshare, so I'm gonna hold off on it. I might get DVC just to pee off people, but we'll see.
So you can say you're DVC?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, well, you get a discount on your annual pass, so.
That's true. Hey, Ruben's saying that Franny distracted him with a battle. I think that's just an excuse.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Franny just joined the podcast. Franny just joined the podcast to give him a mad face. Ruben, you are sleeping on the couch. Oh, wow. All right, so let's end the podcast now before things get worse. All right, guys. All right, guys. Keep in mind that our podcast is up on the iTunes podcast and iHeartRadio. If it's not there, it is being worked on. Just check back and look onto it. Also, remember that this Sunday at California Adventure, we'll be meeting at 11 a.m. I was about to say 11 p.m. 11 a.m. at Monsters Inc. for a Disney Times event. So please come join us if you have nothing to do, if you're at the parks and you just want to hang out, meet new friends, meet new people. come on by, have a good time.
And if you have something to do, cancel the plans and come join us instead.
Yeah, seems like Ruben's weekend just opened up, so he'll be joining us as well. And
from his new Winnebago.
With his new Winnebago.
Oh my!
I thought it was like a new battle going on. There is. Okay, Ruben.
There is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you next weekend. Remember to follow the Disney Fans Annual Pass Holder page for updates on a new podcast information. Also, as an update really quick, the fire was taken out at Disneyland Park, and the power is back on at the moment. Frontierland is still remains closed to guests as the investigation still goes on. Anything else, guys?
No.
All right.
I would just like to say, in the immortal words of Bill and Ted, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.
Oh my God.
There you go. All right. Good night from Florida and good night from LA.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.